Welcome. Let grace overtake. Today, I have a word for you. For those that have not received the truth of the gospel, but the complicated version of men, today, I have good news for you. That's what gospel means. It means good news. Jesus came into the world, not to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. The word says, come as a little child in order to enter the kingdom of heaven. Children, until trauma enters, they just believe. They just tend from their parents' abundance, right? They're playing outside till dark. They're not worried about what they're going to eat. They just know that dinner's going to be right there on the table when they get done, that their mom or dad's going to call them in. Notice I said before trauma comes in, okay? Before those things come up. That's why the enemy uses them. The gospel means good news. Jesus said, peace I give to you. Peace, be still. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but the Lord comes that we may have life in him and have it more abundant. Today, I want you to know that all of your days, before there were one of them, he knew you before the foundations of the world. He knit you together in your mother's womb. He chose you. You're here for such a time as this. He wanted you. He wants you. You have a daddy that has chosen you, that has formed you in his image, in his likeness, taken you from his side through his Son, whom you are betrothed through. And in him you are righteous. You are clothed in the righteousness of Jesus. See, he came before you were a thought in your mother's womb, and he paid all the debts for all of your days. He's worked his grace in, and the work is finished. It's complete. So there's rest as you abide in him, as you look to him for your salvation, for your supply, and not here. Okay? He met the demands as the law himself. He fulfilled all things. The law was given to bring man to the end of themselves. Why? How? Because it came to reveal the sin. How did it reveal it? By increasing it. So the more I tell you, don't you go do this, don't you go do that, that's why everything in you wants to go and do it. That's the sin that came in the fall. Okay? That's why as Paul that says, within him, there's this war within his members, where the things that he doesn't want to do, he finds himself doing, and the things that, he wants to do, he can't seem to get it when striving in himself. So it's only through taking up and beholding Jesus and his finished work that you have all supply to flow, that the bondage of sin is broken by just believing that he's paid and he's brought peace to you, that you're no longer condemned, that his work was finished and complete. As you receive this as your truth instead of the lie that the enemy sold you under, as you hear the goodness of Daddy God's heart for you, and come near, not trying to hide in your fig leaves, but saying, here I am. Here's my addiction. Here's my bondage. Here's the nasty. Here's the mess. Bring it into the light, because you're not condemned in Christ. He's already paid it. And in that place that you come and you lay it down right there at his altar, this miraculous thing happens. The power of sin is broken off of your life. Everything that you've been running from and trying to hide and escape out of fear from, the fear has no more hold over you. You see Daddy standing wide open, ready to kiss your neck with his arms wide open, ready for you to eat and dine with him. Your name already at a place at the table, right there. Because Jesus, he paid it all. He did everything perfect in your place. He's overcome sin at the very root. For all the world, he's done this. You receive that gift by just believing that is your truth. There, the power of sin has no more hold on you. So you can swing with Daddy in that swing. You can know that He will supply all your needs because He has, through Himself, through His Son, His beloved, done just that. All the currency of the kingdom has been given to you in that place, and you access it by faith. You have faith. Jesus is the author and finisher of your faith. Even the mustard seed of faith can say to the mountain, be cast up and removed, and it be thrown into the sea. You're putting faith in something even in your fallen state, rather in the fear that's been puppeting you, or in God who says, I've redeemed you, I've called you by name, you are mine. Today, place your faith in Jesus. He is your righteousness. Stop looking at you to get it. You're fighting from victory, not for it. This is the good news.